present.
Here.
Anyways, yeah, audio's working. Yay!
Yay.
Hi.
Da-da-da-da.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Heroes Incorporated, your weekly dose of superhero shenanigans set in the Freedom City universe powered by mutants and masterminds. As always, I'm Alex, and I will be your game master tonight. I'm very excited to continue the saga of the party split. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight, we're going to be time traveling. And, I don't know, hopefully things can get kind of messy.
Nah.
No, wait, we don't want that.
What?
Speak for yourself, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
We all want very different things. So I don't have much in the form of announcements tonight, except for one major announcement. I am happy to announce that we are going to be revealing the cast of Curse of Strahd. So thanks to everybody who interviewed and to everybody who's patiently waited for the chance to talk about it on social media and to start, building interest for the show. We actually have two of our own who are going to be hanging out in Vampire Infested Barovia with me.
Spoiler alert.
Jonesy and Kevin will both be over there, as well as Andy, who was kind enough to play Phoenix with us a couple of times and betray the group on my behalf
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Not forget that.
Good times.
And then a couple of new faces, Damon Barnett and Rowan Winchester. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm excited to be bringing those five people through quite a terrible experience, hopefully. And again, thank you to everybody who displayed interest and everybody who came out. You guys made it a nearly impossible decision for me, and I appreciate that. But that's all I've got for announcements. Does anybody else have anything they want to talk about?
Of course. Well, we're out of player today. David hopefully can join us again sometime really soon before the season's up. We're giving away. We have to thank first our sponsors, Roll20. Thank you for allowing us to your whole tool access for your program. We're going to really be opening that up in the next few shows, I believe, and seeing what it can really do. And also, tonight's Metallic Dice Unicorn Dice set giveaway is the Royal Sunset. And I don't know, the sun's kind of set a little bit, so you can see it or not on the camera. Zoom in. There you go. So they're kind of blue and orange and white, or clear. We'll be giving away that on the break, so stick around for the keyword, how to enter, and all that stuff. And thank you, Sweet Jack All, for following our channel. And I think that's it for me.
Yeah. Jupe just got back from an appearance at ThunderCon.
Yes, they actually had some table-topping games there, but I didn't get a chance to see them because I was working my table.
Yeah, how did it go? Did everything go okay?
Oh, it was great. The people were happy to be there. It was well run. It was just a really great con. I got to teach some people some tips about comics. I kind of started by demotivating them a little bit, and then brought them up.
Demotivating them? How? What happened
So
there?
they teach
The first thing I said to
diapers.
them, was nobody wants to read your comic.
Ooh.
Wow.
And then I went into detail on how they can make people want to read their comic.
See, so that's how you learn how to. I can't talk. Learn how to dive. They break you down as a swimmer, and then they teach you new things.
I didn't know they drowned you before you got started. That's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
And suddenly, Jupe's con experience sounds like Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
She's there with the Smoke of the Bear hat yelling, "Get down! Give me 25! I'm sorry, sir."
I didn't even know they stacked disappointments that high.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's a tough movie to riff on in a PG-13 environment, because that's...
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, there was one more thing. Today and tomorrow, the last 2 days of September on Twitch, we are 13 subscribers away now from hitting our goal of 50 subscribers for the month. You'll get, if you subscribe, it's $2.50 per tier 1. Of course, it's free with Amazon Prime subscriptions. We also have a lot of good community events for subscribers, one shots, movie nights, character sheets from the show, art. So if it's something you're interested in, just go ahead and subscribe to that channel, and we'd love to have you in our community.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, this Saturday I'll be running a Fallout 4 one-shot for our subscribers who want to come and join me and try to save the Commonwealth instead of trying to save Freedom City. And it's going to be oodles and oodles of fun as long as I finish getting it written. Does anybody else have anything they want to share with the people before we get started?
No, sir. I'm a meat popsicle.
You're a meat popsicle?
Ever seen Fifth Element?
Yeah, Fifth Element.
I've tried to block
That
it.
was a long time ago.
That's where
I've
Chris
seen the
puts
movie.
his hand up on the wall, and there's the camera through the door. He's like, "I'm gonna be a popsicle." Is that crazy? Yeah. never
Are you
mind.
human, sir?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
sir. I'm a meat popsicle.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Multi-pass?
My poor brain is full of nonsense, and that nonsense didn't come to the front.
I followed you, Jupe.
Thank you.
All right. So, who would like, if we have nothing else to discuss, who would like to recap what happened last time for a hero point?
I have to remember what happened. It's been a long week.
I could give it a try.
Go for it.
All right, so Guardian, Guardian's leg of the split. He was to investigate. There was a rift that had formed in the Freedom Hole, and he went to investigate and found himself in, basically found himself in hell. And ended up working with I wouldn't say team, because but there was a group of all the villains that either Heroes Incorporated had fought recently, because it was Dr. Tectonic, the Hell Queen, let's see, Dr. Hell Queen,
I mean, the lives we couldn't save.
yeah, the Devil Ray, Nofremet, and I think that was it.
And
No,
was
and
Nick.
there was Nick. Of course, I should remember my own name. And they end up descending deeper, solved a puzzle, got past Cerberus, and ended up at Hades' palace. And it seems like Hades is mobilizing an army to come up to ground level, so to speak. But on confronting them, in confronting Hades inside the throne room, basically everything sort of fell into place, where the villains that he was traveling with, they all got captured and were used to start Hades' ritual. And Guardian finds himself confronted by Centurion and what was the other one? There's Centurion and someone else. But he found himself surrounded, and that's where we cut off.
Eldritch.
Eldritch.
I do believe we found out that Mortis was post-mortemly captured ahead of time or something. Sorry, Mortis.
Hopefully it wasn't post-mortem. I mean, he was in the underworld, so who knows? I mean, I know, but I'm not going to tell you guys that yet.
It means we're gonna crash and burn in the past.
You know, you can't be screwing up too bad if nobody sent back somebody to tell you from your future self. It's whoa, wait.
That's probably like the 10th time I've done that. This time, do that instead.
Dr. Tomorrow's getting sick of your voicemails. So yeah, we open with the group prior to the events of the last 2 weeks. This is the third split. This is the split with Colosso, Hydrant, and Mortis. You guys have made your way to Heroes Incorporated headquarters. And as you were getting ready to enter to formulate a battle plan for how to stop Hades, poof, there is a crack of lightning, and the time ship and Dr. Tomorrow have appeared before you. This mysterious visitor, and just for reference, for the people who may not remember 2 weeks ago, like me, Dr. Tomorrow kind of looks like this. So, what do you guys do?
Redeemed. Haha, I'm in good shape.
I didn't add that redeem there. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, sorry. That's
It's my get out of jail free card, right?
Hold on. I'll fix that.
I chose well. Oh no. Don't take my redemption.
You chose.
Hydrant's gonna first off be really startled by the Doctor's sudden appearance, and it's like, whoa, who the heck are you, and what are you doing here?
I'm Dr. Tomorrow, and it's become apparent to me that you're about to attend something that could be dangerous. So I'm here to make sure things go well. Are my guests with me in the time ship, Alex?
They are not.
Okay.
You gotta go get them next.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know who we are?
Well, of course. You're Heroes Incorporated. Colosso the leader, Hydrant the new guy, and Mortis, the spookiest guy there is.
So, I told you in the future to come see me now.
Yes.
How far in the future?
It's best if we don't get into the details. I wouldn't want to mess things up even more.
Even more.
How badly do we screw the pooch?
Again, that sort of knowledge may make it even worse.
On a
so
scale of
let's
1
stop
to 10.
obsessing on the details.
A scale of 1 to 10, how bad could it be?
42. But our cast, as it were, isn't complete. So if you'll get aboard the time ship, we'll go to pick up the rest of our strike team before we set off down the rabbit hole.
How do I know I can trust you?
You have association with the Freedom League, yes?
Loosely.
Can they vouch for me? I've been a hero in this city for something like 70 years. If you can't trust me, who can you trust?
But future me would know that I wouldn't trust anybody, so future me would probably give you a message to give to me, so I know to trust you.
Yes, you were just that convoluted in the future, too.
My nose is bleeding for you.
That's good. Let's just say we're going to try to get to your father before he makes bad choices to fix this.
Well, what choice do we have?
Indeed.
So, just like that, we're going right now?
Well, right now is a relative term, but it's best if we get aboard the time ship before a Ripple gets here, if you know what I mean.
Ripple?
Temporal mechanics. Don't worry yourself about it. Let's just get aboard quickly, shall we? Yes, let's get aboard quickly.
As I board the time ship, can I please roll insight?
You sure can.
Okay.
I trust him.
I don't know. I've got a pretty high deception.
You also gave Phoenix a great letter of recommendation, DM.
I didn't do the background check. I just gave him a good letter recommendation.
20.
He seems to be on the level.
Okay.
You do suspect that the future Colosso would have given him at least like a secret handshake or something.
Right?
Maybe he forgot it on the way here.
With that, Mortis is gonna fly onto the ship.
Hydrant is hesitant, but kind of is like, if Colosso's going, then might as well. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
Oh.
There's
I'm just gonna grab a blanket real fast.
British accent.
Oh, all of a sudden I'm Rip Hunter. I see how it is. Actually, on my background, it should be more of a German accent. Shh. Details.
Don't say that. Nobody trusts anybody with a German accent.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's correct.
So you guys load yourselves up onto the time ship, and I almost said Rip Hunter. Dr. Tomorrow punches in a couple of coordinates, and you guys go rocketing off to 1968. The ship hums and vibrates, and there's a sudden whooshing of wind as you take off faster than any of you have gone before, heading somewhere where no man has gone before. And for a brief second, Honey comes out to greet you guys, and you guys have vanished into thin air, seemingly. But the time ship erupts from the time stream over a very different Freedom City. The skyline is significantly different, and the gaping portal into the underworld is also a new addition. You guys have arrived at the last time Hades decided to flex his muscles, so to speak. Dr. Tomorrow, your instruments nail down the location of the person you are seeking at the Belvedere Hotel.
All right.
Down in Midtown.
Okay. Does the old time ship have cloaking capabilities?
It does.
And are we looking for two people in 1968?
You were looking for one person in 1968.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That's okay.
Being edit. All right. So, since you're teammates with his daughter, I assume you'll recognize Valdis? Sort of spin around in the chair, talking to the Heroes Inc. team. Yes, no? If not, I'll activate the computer and sort of generate a hologram of what he looks like in his 68 incarnation.
Okay.
We need this man to help us solve our little time crisis.
Actually, you need to shoot off of the screen to reload to solve your little time crisis.
Curse this wretched AI. The other Guardians of Time don't have to deal with this. Okay. So, my instruments indicate he's in the Belvedere Hotel. Of course, there's an invasion by Hades going on, so this may get a little dicey. We should find him as quickly as possible and retreat to the ship. Questions?
Comments? Concerns?
What does this have to do with my father?
Let's just say that in order to make an effective correction to time, certain extra steps are necessary. Time doesn't like to be tampered with, so we must thread the needle carefully. I don't want to bore you with the quantum physics of how this has to play out, but trust me.
I'm just going. Let's just boil it down to it just works, and let's go, I guess.
Yes. Let's listen to the new guy. Next step, let's get Valdis on the team.
All right. So the time ship erupts over the skyline of Freedom City. You can see the Freedom League is battling mythological monsters all across Freedom City. There's cyclopses and minotaurs and manticores and chimeras and all kinds of things that are just wreaking havoc and general destruction. As you guys come down Midtown, you can see Valdis is standing in front of this very nice hotel. And there are a group of minotaurs and one large cyclops terrorizing the people on the street around him. Jupe, would you like to describe what Valdis looks like as I load up our battleground?
Mm-hmm. He's about the same height as Chance is. Muscular build, blonde hair, same green eyes. Basically, she's a spitting image of him. And he wears a costume which is white, blue, and orange. And he has the Staff of Life.
And he is currently defending a group of civilians from these mythological beasts. I would like everyone to roll for initiative, please.
On our icon. Where are the icons?
Top.
Top.
Oh,
Ah,
forgot to
there we go.
use that. Sorry.
So, click on the icon.
Oh, I don't even see my icon. Where am I? There I am.
Initiative. Curse these non-regulation character sheets.
Do you want me to do it again when I click my thing, or are you gonna just enter it in?
I'll just enter it in manually.
Okay.
Rejoin as player.
I'm giving you -2 though for making me enter it manually. Just kidding.
Oh.
Wow.
Harsh.
I'm the GM. I didn't come here to work.
Says I have improved initiative, but where is the initiative? Oh, there it is. I'm good. All right.
Wow, a lot of 15s. All right.
Did it pick up over there?
I don't see a Dr. Tomorrow,
No.
but I will add you on.
All
to
right.
the thing. I will have to move you to add you onto the thing. There we go. All right, so Dr. Tomorrow. I almost said Captain Tomorrow. Dr. Tomorrow.
Sort of a promotion.
You are up first.
All right.
I think it's more of a lateral move.
That's true. All right. Well, this doesn't look good. I don't know that my little pea shooter will do a whole lot of damage to Captain Cyclops there. There's a captain for you.
Captain Cyclops.
Suppose in
His
the
worst
interest
nemesis
of
is no one.
chivalry, I will fly over here and then try to blast this guy. This guy. Is that click? That's not working.
That guy?
No. The one in the upper. You're sort of between. Yes,
oh, that guy.
one.
Yep.
Yes. And so,
Blast away.
blast away.
Pew pew.
Rock my world, Rocket Man.
Hey, a crit! Look at that. That's the way we do.
Good job, Dr. Tomorrow. What's the DC on your
It's
On
a
your-
paltry 20, so it's 25 with a crit.
25 with a crit on the Minotaur? So he'll roll a toughness save, and he goes down. What happens, Dr. Tomorrow?
All right, so jetpack flaring, Dr. Moore comes zooming out of the time ship, quick drawing his futuristic blaster, and with a bright flash, that one menaces those civilians no more. Get to safety, ma'am. I'll give her a little salute there.
And
My
she
decidedly
will-
non-German accent.
She will scarp her off to get safety. Yeah, you don't want to be German in the 1960s. It's better than Russian, but just that
Just
much.
a smidge.
Robnix is busting my balls over there on Twitch.
That's how he rolls.
Sorry, I didn't have time to find a 1960s battle map.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Mortis, it's your turn.
With that, Mortis is going to fly onto this side. And he's going to blast away at our Cyclops. That's up to 3.
Nice. 23 will hit the Cyclops. Let's see what happens. Ooh, the Cyclops takes a bruise and a daze. What happens, Mortis?
With that, Mortis's flow is over, and lets loose the ethereal blast, which is this bluish, whitish, flame-looking bolt, and as it hits the Cyclops, he kind of has this double image for a minute as he's kind of shifted. His soul is shifted a little bit from the feedback, and Mortis looks over his shoulders. Get back, citizens! We'll take care of this.
This guy just lets out like a shriek, like a banshee, looking at you. You're a little spookier than his average fare, but he will run away.
This is the 60s. What are you talking about?
Bad trip. Bad trip.
Have you seen the way people dress?
I'm sure that's one of the Silver Age villains of Dr. Badtrip.
Hydrant.
After sort of getting my bearings, I will move in kind of away from the big giant scary monster and peg this. Oh no, it's not clicking.
That
one and the one above it, as my split water blast.
Okay. Please roll to hit. How much are you dedicating to each one since you're using split? Basically, you take the number of your water blast and then you could divide that up however you want to equal up to the total number.
50-50.
Okay, is your water blast 8?
I believe it is a rank 8, but I will check. I have to actually open my sheet. Hold on. Ah, come on. No, I don't want it. Yeah, it is 8. It's rank 8.
Okay, so you'll do 4 and 4. Please roll 1 attack check for me.
Okay. Like so.
Ooh, that's a good hit. All right. So the one will roll against that. The other one will roll. You managed to take one down. What happens?
Basically, Hydrant will pump his fists outwards in the direction of each of the 2 little minions there, and one's kind of off, slightly off aim because you have like hand-eye coordination might not be so good after jumping like super warp speed and back in time, but the other one manages to be on target and splooshes in water, knocking him down and out.
Awesome. And he kind of rolls over to the gutter and doesn't get back up. All right. Colosso.
How tall is Minotaur? Or Cyclops mean?
The Cyclops is rocking a 24-foot height.
Oh, well, I will match him. Doctor didn't say anything about not drawing attention to myself, so...
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I enlarge, and I come over and smack him around.
I have like an image of kaiju fighting each other right now.
Right?
Exactly.
Ooh, a crit.
Ooh, it's Colosso Danger. Critical hit. Your DC is a 30 with that. He's got 1 bruise, so he'll roll that. Ooh, he's just okay. So what happens, Colosso?
Just give him a right hook to the cheek.
His whole body kind of spins, and he rolls with it, and he looks back up with you with that one eye is kind of spinning in his eye socket, and he gives you this big, I would say toothy grin, but there's only like 8 teeth in there.
All right. I guess with takedown, I don't get another punch.
Nope, he didn't go down.
Okay.
And he's not a minion.
All right. That was my turn.
Valdis.
Okay, let's do beat down. And what am I supposed to roll for that?
So on your sheet, I've got it over here. Let me pull it up real quick. So with your beatdown, you will roll, as soon as the internet, you'll roll a d20 plus 13.
13. Okay. Oh, I see that now. Okay.
And you do have improved critical with this ability. I forgot to attach it. So on a 19 or 20, it's a critical hit.
Cool. Oh, and I'm attacking the guy closest to me, right? Closest to that girl right there.
Cool. So that's definitely a hit. Your DC's 22.
Ah!
The Minotaur is just okay. What happens?
I smack him over the head, and he looks at me and growls.
Growls, bellows. I don't make cow noises. Moo. All right. The Cyclops is going to accept Colosso's challenge. And he's going to reel back, and he's going to try and give him a good punch right in the exposed chin, like his mama taught him. With a 21 to hit your parry.
That hits.
Give me a toughness save, please.
35.
You are A-okay. So, much the same. The Cyclops cocks back, punches you. You both kind of look at each other like, well, this is a lot of smoke and fire signifying nothing. And the Cyclops will stay there to fight with you. The Minotaurs, or Minotaurs if you're being pedantic.
I think that's our keyword for the night.
That's the giveaway word.
This one will come here. This one will come up here. And Mortis, you're flying, right?
Yep.
Dr. Tomorrow, are you also flying?
Yes.
All right. Actually, this one will stay here, and he's going to chuck a trash can at Mortis.
Ah,
That's rude.
Mortis, he got a 20 to hit your dodge. Does a 20 hit your dodge, Mortis?
does not.
So the trash can goes sailing past you. It hits the car on the other side of the street, and the Minotaur huffs, and it's gonna move over here to try to pick up this guy to chuck at you. These two that are fighting Valdis. 23
That hits.
and nat 20. He can't get a critical hit because he's a minion, but that's 2 hits. I would like 2 toughness saves, please.
Okay.
You're looking for a 25.
Okay, so d20 plus 4, I guess?
Yep.
Oof.
All right. Well, the first one's a bruise and a stagger, and the second one is a bruise and a daze. But you don't have to worry about the daze because you've got a stagger.
Okay.
So 2 bruises and a stagger as the Minotaurs kind of start wailing on you together.
Yep.
Because they know that teamwork makes the dream work.
Hmm.
And then those 2 Minotaurs over there by Hydrant.
And I will go ahead and react by, as they sort of also attack together, like try to like slam down their fists, but Hydrant ducks and turns into water at the last second, so turning insubstantial.
Nice. So yeah, they come over. They tried to jump you, and you turn into water in their hands, and they're like, "Grrr." Dr. Tomorrow.
Hang in there, Valdis, and I will blast that one that is closest to me, or attempt to do so anyway. I hope that hits.
It will hit.
DC 20. Toughness save.
Wow, he goes down. Which one was the one that's on Valdis up top?
Yes, the one above Valdis there.
All right, he goes down. What happens?
The jetpack screaming, Dr. Tomorrow sees that Valdis is in trouble, comes around the tree, and
Pew, 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 pew.
down he goes.
Infinity and beyond.
These folks will run away. As well as this lady and this guy. All right, Mortis.
Well, I wanted to keep shooting Cyclops from we got Colosso because I need to go save this civilian. Fly over this direction and blast his Minotaur. At least in theory.
Cool.
Let loose an ethereal bolt for 25.
Ooh, that'll hit. And you knock out that Minotaur. What happens?
I literally blast him with the bolt, and his body stands there, and his soul gets bounced out against the wall and back in, and he falls over.
Nice. And this guy will say, "Thanks, spooky ghost dude," and he'll run away.
Yeah.
I was gonna say far out, but I don't think is that 60s terminology? It's more 70s.
Yeah.
Well, it's hippie lingo, so certainly by the late 60s they were using it.
I wasn't there like some of the people.
Hey, neither was I.
Hey.
Back off.
None of us
Kids,
left.
get off of my lawn.
I run a 70s era game for Kevin and some of our friends. It's so funny because they're all like, "You don't remember this." Bah, 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 bah.
Good times.
Guess I'm a baby or whatever. Hydrant, your turn.
This may not be exactly a smart move, but I'm gonna while Hydrant is water, I am actually going to move down here, and as doing so, form into his watery form kind of forms into a bit of like a wave, and tries to wash over the Minotaur that's the other Minotaur that's attacking Validus.
Nice.
And
That's an area of effect, isn't it?
It is an area, like I kind of do it as like as he's moving.
Okay. What's the rank on that power?
Rank is, and I actually do have that open. 5.
All right. So he'll roll a dodge check to see if you.
Actually, no, it's not area, but it is multi. It's
Oh,
not area,
okay.
but it's technically
Okay.
multi.
So you'll go ahead and roll to hit then.
Okay.
And if you want to hit a Minotaur on the way out, you can do that too. You would just take -1 per target since it's a multi-attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'll maybe, because I guess he was kind of surrounded.
Mhm.
Actually, no. I won't hit them. I'll just hit the one.
Okay.
I'll just hit the one.
Please roll to hit for me.
And I need to. My character sheet's literally like minimized like all the way, so I barely see anything. That.
I just got new glasses, so I can actually see for once.
I noticed that.
Okay, so 19 does hit the Minotaur. It's a DC 20. Minotaur goes down. What happens?
So yeah, basically, as the wave washes over him and pushes the Minotaur against the wall of the building, and kind of tries to stop short to not get the civilian that's behind him wet, but kind of fails a little bit.
Splash.
And he reforms into a solid form, and he's like, sorry about that, as she runs away.
Awesome. Nicely done. Colosso.
I grin at this Cyclops as I enlarge to 36 feet and punch him in the head.
Oh, the strongest one there is.
Colosso, that's gonna miss.
I'm going to spend my hero point and try that again.
Nice.
Oh, and there becomes a critical.
Well spent, sir. Well spent.
So a DC 31 is what he's looking for. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, bad at quick maths. I went through the American public system, if you guys can tell.
Oh.
All right, that's going to be a stagger for Mr. Cyclops and a bruise. So what happens, Colosso?
This time, I come around and connect him in the eye.
Oof. Right under the bony ridge where his brain rests.
You
And,
forgot the Three Stooges defense. Oh, it only works for 2 eyes. He was just screwed.
he
Also
kind of
hurl
reels.
an I'd say also hurl an insult for great effect. Your mother was blind.
Your mother wore an eye patch.
Valdis, it's your turn. Now you're staggered, so you can either move or attack.
Can I heal myself?
You may.
All right, I'll do that so I can carry on.
Please roll a d20 plus...
A 6.
Yes.
It's not 66. Ugh.
That's not enough to heal.
Okay.
So the Staff of Life, it hums, but it's like, I don't know what to do with this, man. You're screwed up. Calm myself. I almost had to put a cheer in the swear jar.
You know, I'm gonna spend the hero point.
Okay.
Give that another go.
Alright, so it becomes a 21, so you manage to heal the stagger and both bruises.
Okay.
What happens?
Staff of Life glows, and a faint green glow engulfs his body, and then all of a sudden he's good as new.
Awesome. The Cyclops. The Cyclops with his stagger, he's going to try to punch you in your one eye, but not the one on your head.
Oh, that's not cricket. Wow.
That
He's
hits.
gonna
Cyclops
tough
fights
this
dirty.
Okay, hold on.
Ah, but you're okay.
I stand
Go
there
on,
and
But that
take it
couple
like a
before he
man.
enlarged.
Put my hands on the hips, turn my head.
It's like that Thailand joke went completely wrong for the Cyclops.
Colosso wore the blue cup today.
Oh boy.
Alright, the two Minotaurs. So wrong. They're gonna charge Valdis and Hydrant. The one on Valdis gets a 15 to hit. I don't think that hits. And the one on Hydrant gets a 22.
That probably is going to.
Now you do get a reaction every round, so you can puddle again if you want.
Well, I figure like, since I'm kind of half facing away, I don't think he would probably be able to react in time.
Okay.
So I'm looking at what am I looking at to check a dodge DC, I guess, or parry DC?
Toughness check, please. A toughness check.
Toughness.
Oh, your
toughness.
dodge. Yeah, what's your dodge? What's
A
your dodge?
21.
Okay, so I did just hit. Give me a toughness
Just
save, please.
toughness save. Ouch. I'm gonna spend hero point to reroll that.
Okay.
that up there.
Colossal will wear it as a hat.
Yes. Ouch.
So that becomes a 23 because you rolled under 10. So you do manage to walk away with a bruise.
Okay.
That's not so bad.
Finally took damage.
So yeah, the Minotaur gets you from the back, and he manages to gore you with one of his horns. And for a brief second, it was going to be real bad, but then you got just out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Tomorrow.
Minotaurs, Cyclops. All right. I will go zipping over here. And since I'm not likely to pack enough punch with my little pea shooter, I will attempt a flying drop kick to the back of the Cyclops' knees in a trip attempt.
Rude.
Huzzah! Look at that.
Huzzah.
So, So now I roll acrobatics or athletics versus his acrobatics or athletics.
Yep, and you get to choose.
Well, I'm
And you know
gonna
what?
hope.
Since you rolled a critical hit, I'm going to give you a +5.
Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna go with athletics because I don't have acrobatics, and I'm gonna make him go with acrobatics, assuming he's not, because I'm a cheater that way. All right. Here it comes. Ooh, sweet. Big guy's going down. That's what you get for trying to shot below the belt, you weasel.
So he is prone, which means
Yes.
he is vulnerable against melee attacks. So he's
Yeah.
a lot easier to hit Colosso if you just want to step on him.
Now's a good time for a power attack. Colosso.
Power kick.
So what happens, Dr. Tomorrow?
Go zipping over there, sort of flip around in midair. The jetpack kicks out. A flying drop kick to the back of the Cyclops' knees, and of course, because I'm super dexterous, I managed to roll out there and land in a Batman stance as he falls to the street. Give Colosso a join a salute, and if only I had move by action. But anyway, that's where I'm at.
That's where I'm staying. Mortis, you're up.
Seeing that the Cyclops just went crashing to the ground, I'm going to attempt an ethereal grasp and to hold him so that he doesn't have a chance to get back up.
Awesome.
Oh,
Nope.
I like to think every time Mortis fails, it makes the Pac-Man ghost noise. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does.
We need that on like a soundboard or something.
Yeah, I only have one hero point. I'm keeping it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to let it go. Yeah, I was reaching out and grab, obviously at the same time Dr. Tomorrow. Dr. Tomorrow was doing his kick. So yeah.
So the ghostly hand's just like waving at Colosso.
Right over where he was moments before.
Awesome. Hydrant.
Hydrant will kind of shout at Validus to watch out, and he will attempt to blast the two attacking Minotaurs with the split water blast again.
Validus looks more confused than anything as to these new heroes showing up.
I was also going to mention that Hydrant, I think, also saw the Staff of Life activating, and kind of dawns on him a little bit, but he's more awed than 100% realizing what it is. But anyway, I will go for the again, it will be 50-50.
All right, a 16 is actually enough to hit the Minotaurs.
Ooh.
So the DC is 23. The Minotaur is just a little wet though.
Ah.
So good hit, but the Minotaur was just able to shake it off.
And now the street smells like wet dog.
Colosso.
Just for fun, I'll enlarge to full 42 feet before kicking him. Maximum effort, guys. And
He
we do a
just
power
keeps
attack.
getting bigger.
So that's -5 to hit, correct?
Yeah, you could take up to -5.
Okay.
Excavation.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh no, I can't reroll it either.
Wait, let me check. He is vulnerable. That is actually enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't Colosso have a +5 to hit him while he's prone and close range? Like he's close combatants are +5, range combatants are -5 when he's prone.
You are correct. He hit either way, so
Okay, cool.
and that's a DC 31 because you used the 5 points of power attack.
Oh,
Come
So
on.
yes, yeah, kick him, Colosso, but he just like a rugby player. He's just balled up and ready for it. All right, Valdis.
all right. I am going to. I don't have any area attacks, so I'm just going to staff attack this one fellow beside me, right here, and that's just a regular beatdown. Hmm. 13.
All right, that will hit. He goes down.
All right,
And you have takedown, so you
Yep.
are allowed to attack again if you'd like.
I would like.
15's just not enough to hit a Minotaur.
Okay.
The boat happens.
He takes his staff and he goes like this to uppercut him, and then turns around and thrusts the staff of the other Minotaur, but he manages to not get hit.
Yeah, he's sputtering from the water and like wiping his face off, and he's just able to get out of the way.
He's too wet to hit. That's what it is.
Too wet to handle.
Yeah.
The Cyclops is staggered, so he's not going to stand up, but he is going to try and bite Colosso on the ankle and make him trip too.
Rude.
But he's at a -5 for being on the ground.
Yeah. Oh,
He misses.
he may have bit the concrete with that. I'm just kidding.
Ah! Now he's got 7
Self
good.
curb stomp. That's terrible.
Jump, jump.
The last Minotaur is going to swing at Hydrant for getting him all wet.
And at this one, I'm going to puddle and go insubstantial
Splash.
again.
So the Minotaur gets even wetter. All right, Dr. Tomorrow.
Let's see here. Big fella's down. I don't see any other. There's that one menacing Minotaur over there. So I will, with the burst of my jetpack, you got this, right, Colosso? And I will turn my little pew pew blaster on the last Minotaur.
Pew pew, pew 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 pew.
Oh, second last Minotaur.
There's another one?
Yep.
That one in the corner is not real.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was gonna.
The one way down there by himself, he's the initiative marker Minotaur.
Oh.
Hmm.
Whenever I
all right.
delete the person who has the turn added, it deletes all the other, deletes that turn.
That's no good. All right, blasting away. Not too shabby. Oh, but this is a tough Minotaur.
He does not want to go down. He's got Minotaur things to do. He better watch out though. You guys are gonna keep him if he winds up being tough. That happens to every tough monster I've had in parties. There you go. This
Party
goblin
mascot.
took 6 hits. We should keep him. Mortis.
Let me try blasting again. Apparently, I'm just not in it. Just not feeling it tonight. I got a 15.
You blasting the Cyclops?
Yeah.
That is enough to hit him while he's on the ground.
Oh, okay.
He's got 2 bruises. He's just able to resist it though. That Cyclops is in it to win it. It's not gonna happen, but he believes in himself.
Is that 25-year-old with his bruises or without his
Yeah,
bruises?
that's with his 2 bruises. Sorry. Hydrant.
And okay, well, what's that?
I think my dog's having a nightmare.
Aw.
I'm going to again rush through the Minotaur as a human wave and go to the other side and unfortunately possibly get Valdis wet in the process. The splash zone. And
That would have been a good name.
target.
I wish that was the name of that power.
Might have to change it now. Anyway, where are we at? No, I can roll this one. Can I? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can roll that one. There we go. Ouch.
That Minotaur just keeps getting wetter and wetter, but it doesn't seem to be doing much more than that. So you pass through him, over him, around him.
Yeah, he won't reform at this point though. He'll stay insubstantial for the time being.
Colosso, you gonna cream this guy?
What?
Wow.
Crazy.
Sorry, I didn't bring any extra donuts this episode.
Everybody take a hero point.
I'm gonna
Yay!
do a power attack kick. And I will re-roll that with that new fresh hero point.
Alright, that's much better.
That's 5 points.
He's got 2 bruises. You're looking at a 31. Alright, that's his second stagger. How do you take out the Cyclops?
Hero point. My hero points are acting wonky.
You know, I kick him, and he actually slides down the road, missing cars. You know, until he like slows down into, I don't know what's in the 60s. I don't know. Some vehicle, maybe a bus full of tourists who are like taking pictures of the Cyclops, and then at me, and then I'm just like, yeah, press.
The flash bulbs are going off.
Right.
I want to post a GIF about this in Twitch, if I may.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord.
I'm
afraid.
excited for that movie.
Oh.
Alright, Valdis.
Alright, let's attack this guy that I'm sitting in front of.
You can do it. Alright, the last Minotaur goes down. What happens, Valdis?
Just finishes the job where he started, gets the guy right in the stomach and then right in the head.
Nice. So, the final mythological monster on this block goes down. Valdis, you find yourself confronted by a group of strange costume characters. You recognize Dr. Tomorrow, because he's done work with the Freedom League before, and you remember reading about him when you were a kid.
Hey. Let's watch it.
Or, not when you
No.
were a kid.
No.
No, you're a lot older than
I'm
that.
a lot
Just
older than
kidding.
that.
I forgot you were.
He's
I
a
forgot
time
you were a
teller.
million years old.
He knows all about Dr. Tomorrow.
He's a time teller. It still may have been when he was a kid.
Yeah, right.
He remembers Dr. Tomorrow when he was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna look at these strange heroes. and kind of stand on guard and. Hello.
Hello, Valdis.
Okay.
Dr. Tomorrow. Maybe you've heard of me.
Yes, I know who you are. I don't know
Excellent.
who these other people are.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have time to go into the details. We're here on a matter of some temporal importance. You're needed to prevent a great tragedy. We need you on this team, and we need to depart soon.
Okay.
If you'll come this way to the time ship, we can be off.
And he thinks about it for a minute. Drumming his fingers against the staff of life, going,
A minute? We don't have a minute.
You hear the you hear the sound of conflict and screaming throughout the city as Hades' minions continue to attack.
I know this seems like a priority, Valdis, but this situation will take care of itself. You are needed elsewhere. Come with us.
And I look back at the city, and I look at the other heroes for a little bit of confirmation of this, even though I don't know them. All right.
I'll reform at this point, and I really don't get this as much either, but I think if you don't, something far worse probably might happen.
All right.
Hydron is correct.
Okay. If you're wrong, Dr. Tomorrow, I know who you are.
Even when I'm wrong, I can go back and fix it. Relax,
let's do
Valdis.
this.
It's going to work out.
Let's
Damn
go,
it,
boys.
Barry.
I shrink back down. Look at a hydrant, and I go, I got a good feeling about you. Knew I was right. You know I was the one that I hired Phoenix, too. Good guy.
That was one of... Damn it, Barry. That was one of my favorite memes of last year. There's some kid in a Superman hoodie with a crazy haircut looking all like he just came off a 3-day bender. And the meme said, damn it, Barry, what have you done this time? Stop messing with time.
All right, so you guys make your way to the time ship.
Yes.
I assume you fly away from the city so you guys don't have to watch it burning and exploding all around you. While
course.
Centurion is doing his thing and Daedalus is doing his thing.
Is it busy on the? Is it bigger on the inside?
of
It's
course.
about the same size on the inside.
It's bigger. It's bigger.
There is a phone. It's not that kind of phone booth though. All right, so what do you guys do?
Set coordinates for the temporal event.
Which temporal event? You guys
Don't give me that.
You guys have a couple of options. Feel free to discuss.
Well, Colosso,
Dude,
this is your show.
what? Hold, please.
Hold, please. So to reiterate for the people at home and for the people who may have forgotten or not read the Discord notes,
Damn it, Barry.
there are a number of places that Mortis was made aware of during his visit with Gatekeeper in San Francisco. Those areas are the Plane of Elemental Fire in 1986, Earth time, Japan in 1852, Australia in 1932, Freedom City in 1776, France in 1429, Timbuktu in 1503, Alberta, Canada in 67,347,098 BCE, and Macedon in 336 BC.
I really don't see what any of these time locations have to do with my father.
We're trying to undo his corruption by Hades, are we not? Which means undoing Hades' plan, yes? That's how it's going to save your father.
I look at Mortis and I say, I feel like I'm being used as a tool.
You should be used to that. Sorry, authorial intent.
A little bit.
Well, Mortis, this is your information. What do you think?
Given who we have on our team, I think the least out of context we can get, the better. So, Rhythm City, 1776. Here we come.
Sure.
Viva la Revolution.
Yes.
Viva la Revolution.
Hopefully, Hydrant won't extinguish the flames of liberty. Here we go.
Wait, so like we're going back to like Civil War
Yep. No, Revolutionary
No,
War.
revolution.
or Revolutionary War, I guess. This is today, or I guess in relative terms, today is getting much weirder.
All right, so
Please
you
tell me
guys.
you have a correct map for this. Just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really hard to find good cars for the 1700s.
Horse and carriage, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'll set the dial on the Wayback Machine, and off we go.
The
Is that what you
dial
really
on-
call this? The Wayback Machine?
It's sort of a euphemism. It's the other Guardians of Time don't have my sense of humor.
But do they have a talking dog?
No comment.
You have a talking dog?
All right, so you guys enter the coordinates into the Wayback Machine. You punch it, and you go slipping off through time. And that's where we'll go ahead and take our 5-minute break.
Oh, should load that up.
Also creams and
no cars on it.
Thank you to everybody who stuck around so far.
Yeah.
We're going to be having our giveaway for the Metallic Dice Games dice.
Mm-hmm. As soon as I get that set up.
As soon as we get it set up.
Why don't we call it the Wave TARDIS? Or the TARDIS
Wave
Rider?
TARDIS.
Or the TARDIS Rider? No, that doesn't sound good either.
Yeah, phrasing.
TARDIS Rider sounds like what you should call the companions.
Oh,
Wow.
what happened to our show? Come on, create giveaway. All right.
Create giveaway.
Who's ready to win some dice? In chat. PENDANTIC, right?
Pedantic. PEDANTIC.
So if you are a subscriber, you get 3 entries when you type in the keyword once I load it. And if not, you just get 1 entry. And here we go. Please enter the keyword in chat for your entry, and we will draw a name once we return from our break.
Yes, we'll be right back for some revolutionary shenanigans.
everybody.
Hey everybody, thank you for waiting for us. Thanks for entering the giveaway. We have we selected a winner?
Nope, doing that right now. And the winner is... Drum roll. Congratulations, Sweet Jack All, for the winner of tonight's giveaway, the Royal Sunset Unicorn Dice. If you will send me... we'll contact you either on Twitch after the show to get your mailing information, or if you'd like to join our Discord server, we can do that as well. Congrats.
Congratulations, that's awesome. I hope you're getting a good insight on the rules and everything too, Sweet Jack. I saw you were interested in seeing how M&M runs, so if you have any questions, please feel free to post them on our Discord channel, and I'm happy to help.
There seems to be a lot of people keep asking in the M&M 3E Facebook group, like some shows to watch and things like that too.
I keep sharing.
So tell all your friends. Come on down.
Sharing, sharing.
You're the next contestant on the Cost is Correct.
What?
He didn't want to say Price is Right because Bob Barker would then show up and pummel him. He would give him a Happy Gilmore beatdown, and so he didn't want that.
Not about
Price is
that.
wrong, Alex. I pace you. I want the whole thing. That's a great scene. Bob Barker beating the crap out of Adam Sandler. I mean, come on.
Ugh, what a world. We live in a world where that happened on film. Anyway. So yeah, you guys go rocketing off to Freedom City, circa 1776. The time ship drops out of orbit. Time orbit. I'm not sure what that's called, but you drop out of the time stream and you come to a even more different Freedom City from the last one you left.
I assume that the time ship has the capability here to give us era-appropriate clothing. I mean, dressing strangely in the 60s wasn't a real big gaffe, but I think we're going to stand out a bit here in 1776.
I know
You know
what people
what?
wear at this time.
We're borrowing enough from Legends of Tomorrow. Why not give the time ship a replicator?
Yeah.
I just throw a tricorder hat over my Colosso gear.
I don't think that's going to do.
It's a yellow and gold tricorder hat.
Right, yes.
With a big C on the front. So yeah, what is everybody's time period appropriate costume? Now that we know Colossos. Who wants to go first?
I will dress era appropriate, but with the backpack on over that, and then a large cloak. So I guess I look like a hunchback walking down the street.
I too look like a hunchback. Sort
Is
of.
it nighttime or daytime?
It is nighttime.
Excellent.
Oh, thank you so much, Sweet
Yeah,
Jack.
thank you,
Welcome
Sweet
to the
Jack.
Geek
Thank
Nation.
you.
Cool.
Thanks for your subbing.
And Sweet Jack, just so you know, that does give you enough geek cred to jump into one of the one-shots if you're interested in doing that with us. Anyway, so Dr. Tomorrow, you've got your period-appropriate clothes, plus a large cloak, plus a hump.
I'm never without my jetpack.
What about everybody else? Mortis, I really hope you're just wearing your punk clothes that you wore the last time you went in disguise.
No. Much as I want to, and I really like, now that I really want to.
He really liked that Hot Topic is Not Punk Rock shirt that we got for, what's his name? He's going to wear that.
Fluke.
Fluke, yes, how could I forget?
Poor Fluke. He's having a real bad time, and only Chance cares.
Just can't
Only
do it.
barely.
So Chance cares.
Mortis is going to be dressed as a man with the whole ruffly shirt and long coat and whole bit. All blacks and grays though.
And Validus puts on a long coat and has one of those hats, like the black hats with the trim on it, and he has a cane.
Somebody
Fancy
needs to
shoes?
Awesome Powers this up with like the crushed velvet. Like that needs to happen.
Somebody needs to
Hydra, you're
read my
nominated.
book. All this sounds familiar.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hydrant kind of, well, I would guess period appropriate gear as well. Just personally in my head, I don't really have to describe it other than it looks like the stuff they wear in Final Fantasy XIV. So because it's about the same technological era. So yeah, it's just he looks like he fits in.
Do you have the ship print out anime hair as a wig too?
No, no.
Come on.
All right. Well, you guys don your appropriate gear. Now, where are you landing the ship?
The town is probably much smaller, and Wharton Forest is probably much larger at this point. Yes.
It sure is.
Under cover of night, I'll try and set it down in Wharton Forest as close to Lantern Hill as I can get while still having cover.
Okay. Please give me a perception check, Dr. Tomorrow.
Oh Lord. Perception. Hey, I should keep this perception when I become overdrive again.
If only it worked that way. What'd you get? I didn't see it.
I didn't roll it yet. Here it
Oh,
comes.
okay.
32! And I'm critting a lot.
I could see.
See everything.
So Overdrive, you can tell that.
Tomorrow.
Sorry, Dr. Tomorrow, you can tell that Mortis's period appropriate clothes is 600 count Egyptian cotton.
Of course it is.
But the thing you were really looking for, there is a significant redcoat presence surrounding the city. The city appears to be under siege
Oh my.
as you're making your way. You do see there is a clearing out in Wharton Forest that you could put the ship down in. You're in cloak mode, so nobody can
Yes.
see you. And you can see that there's a significant continental presence on Lantern Hill right now.
Oh my.
There's not a battle taking place, but they are encamped and they are sort of eyeballing the British army from that position.
Disallowing for the bizarrities of a super's multiverse, traditionally there wasn't a lot of nighttime warfare in this era. Things kind of stopped. So we could probably sneak through the lines.
Yeah, it's real hard to shoot a musket in the dark.
Yeah. I know people who try, but how are we team
That's
being
just York
stealthy?
County, Pennsylvania.
That's right. 24/7 shooting, baby. So I will tell the team we should probably try to avoid using powers while under observation of this particular era, at least until we don't have any other choice. But I think we should try to infiltrate. I assume, Mortis, have you expressed our end goal in this era? Or
Well,
our next destination, at least?
my best guess would be to track down Lantern Jack.
Which means getting through the lines and into Freedom City.
Yes.
All right. Are we prepared to stealth team? Are we properly trained in evasion techniques? And the team got quiet.
Well, like, I mean, I don't know if this would help, but like
You can turn into a fog cloud?
well, no, but I can at least turn into water, and it would be, well, I mean, other than the fact that it's moving, that it's running water, it would be less suspicious than someone like Colosso maybe growing to.
Yeah, I'm
50
kind of good at making
or
big
however
entrances.
You need to you kind of need to tone that down a little bit this time, perhaps.
If you're not good at shrinking, or if you're not good at sneaking, Colosso, are you good at shrinking? Can you make yourself smaller?
That happened once, and that wasn't a fun time for me. No.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I like the little Colosso.
He's like Baby Groot.
So just for reference, the city only exists on the central peninsula at this point. There's nothing north or south of the two rivers. So just kind of this central area. And then Lantern Hill is up over here. And you guys are over here. So however you would like to proceed, I'm here to help.
Well, Belladus has a little bit of stealth. I don't know about you other guys.
With my knowledge of time travel, would I guess in this era that Lantern Jack is a ghost yet, or is he still breathing?
He is a ghost.
Okay.
A recently formed ghost.
He'll be all angsty and new. This can't be good. All right.
And there is a Lady Liberty in the city at this time as well.
Yes.
The first Lady Liberty.
So what's the
Okay.
play here?
Well, if Lantern Jack is our contact, then we need to sneak into the city.
That would be my best guess. I mean, I'm open to other ideas if you have them.
I would suggest, since Lantern Hill is here, it's closer to the forest, which is here, it'd be good to stay undercover till we get there.
Yes.
And then
Another
there-
option is you guys could sneak up to the river and then try to do a hydrant down the river.
Is Hydrant capable of carrying others in that form?
Oh, anything is possible with a hero point.
Ah, there it is.
Well, technically, I already did something like that during his first episode, actually.
Well, do
But
we
these
wanna
are all
see
only
Leonard-
suggestions. I have only suggestions.
Yeah, this is like Star Trek. We have to come up with a new solution to the same problem every time.
We could take on the British forces. I mean, that's another option.
No, no. See, when we're trying to fix problems in time, making more problems in time is not the solution.
Are you sure?
Damn it, Jim! Did you check the Google Doc?
Well, Lantern Hill is closer.
Yes.
If that's a wash, we can go up the river.
Yes.
Mortis, I would like for you to roll a perception check for me, please.
There is a sort of a church that is the anchor of that cemetery, yes?
Yes.
I would like to do that perception check for you.
Ooh, nice. Mortis, you feel a couple of things. You feel something weaken inside the soul vault. It feels a lot more hollow than it did before. And the voices within seem much more faint. But you also, your sort of supernatural senses prick up, and you feel just this chill in the air around you. It feels like somewhere in the forest, the veil between worlds has been slightly torn.
This is gonna be bad. There's no other way to say this. I just felt a disturbance in the force.
Disney's lawyers have entered the bleed. They're coming for us.
And now that you said bleed, so are the DC lawyers.
Yeah, they're all.
They're
coming
busy.
for
We
it.
can fight them off.
Everybody just grow mustaches. They don't know how to handle that.
The Warner Brothers solution. So, using the navigation system of the ship before we depart, can we plot out the most efficient path through the forest so that there is less, like the least amount of open ground we'd have to cover to get from the edge of the forest to Lantern Hill?
Yeah. I won't make you guys roll for that. You're able to figure that out.
So I'll print that out from the ship before we go.
Is that the plan? You guys are going to stalk your way through the forest to get to Lantern Hill?
I mean, unless someone has a better suggestion.
Looking at his layout, that route he just printed out, does that lead across the area I just felt the strangeness from, or is that?
I think you know the answer to that question.
I don't want to know the answer to that question. I just need to ask that question.
It does seem like the route he is taking does cross the path of what you just felt. It's at least in the same direction.
Let's go. With that, I'm gonna start heading toward the exit ramp for the time ship.
Okay.
Cool.
Wave Rider. I mean,
Similar but legally distinct to the Wave Rider.
Well, I guess we should get going.
Yes.
All
This
right.
way. Let's go.
You guys get going. And I want you guys to roll a very important stealth check.
Shit. Okay.
why do we roll a stealth check? Is it because we're making noise, or is it for other reasons?
It's a combination of noise and visibility.
I'm gonna ghost and make a stealth check.
Okay.
I hope it's a group check.
Thank goodness you ghosted.
Oh yeah.
Somehow, I feel like
What is that strange sloshing noise? I'm so confused. Oh, it's Hydra.
I'm trying
Why
to see.
didn't
Is
anybody
that-
bring a water bottle?
Colosso is stepping in the muddy ground that Hydra has made, and so they're both making very
Squash, squash,
noises.
squash, squash.
Of water.
Somehow, I don't feel 15 is going to be enough.
Form of a really loud ghost.
Boo!
Well,
Ah, I can't
I
make
have
that
no
turn
hero
off.
Oh,
points.
yeah, haunting Mortis. Is that the haunting?
I have a bad feeling. I'm going to spend a hero point and reroll that.
Okay. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh fuck! It works.
It's an 18 since you used
That's
the
an
hero
18.
point.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll stick with it then.
I'll hold
Right.
at 15 because I have to.
All right. So you guys begin making your way through this very ancient forest, untouched by the spoils of man, other than the camps of redcoats that you see upon occasion dotted throughout the tree line.
Yeah, we'll try and steer clear of any visible fires that
Mhm.
indicate encampments.
Yeah, you do see the several tents pitched. You see the stacks of the muskets. You see campfires here and there, and you can hear the sound of men at rest, enjoying, singing, talking about their days. But none of them seem to notice you guys as you make your way through the forest to the north. And you come to this dirt road that seems to be the point that leads into Freedom City. The dirt road is also where Mortis, as you're approaching this road, you get this dreadful sensation. It amplifies more and more as you guys approach.
Is it one road or is there another road crossing it?
It's one road.
Okay.
There is a light mist that has started to seep into the area as you're making your way.
I didn't think the Ravenloft team was starting for a couple weeks.
I'm
Spoiler alert.
practicing.
Be on guard, everyone.
And you guys are able to cross the British lines undetected. You can see Freedom City ahead of you. There is a palisade around the city at this point in some areas, especially not so much around Lantern Hill, but back beyond the hill. And you guys are able to sort of, tiptoe your way through the cemetery. Gravestones that you guys have seen before that are not as old these days.
Shiny and new, perhaps.
Shiny and new headstones. One of them says Mortis on it. What? Just kidding.
Easy.
And the fog has filled in the cemetery behind you guys as you make your way.
No, that is ominous.
Mortis, you think you see the pale green glow of a lantern wandering through the headstones.
With that, I will actually engulf one of my hands in my ethereal flame. See if I can get someone's attention.
When you engulf your hands in ethereal flame, the lantern does swing from its original path, and it appears to be heading this way.
Pretty sure that's what we're looking for.
And as the lantern gets closer, almost manifesting from the mist that's just about swirled up to your guys' waists at this point, you can see this figure. Just for the people who didn't meet him the last time he was here. He walks up to you, Mortis. He says, "Hail, who are thee?"
Greetings, Jack. I am Mortis.
How do you know my name?
I have a strange tale to tell, but we meet many years from now.
Are you the Reaper come to take me finally?
Unfortunately, I'm not.
He kind of looks dejectedly at the ground at that. Curses, I had hoped perhaps my suffering could end. But appears, if you say you meet me many years from now, I have untold suffering before me.
If it's any consolation, you help many and save many lives in the meantime.
That is slight sympathy. What tidings have you? How may I be of assistance?
Well, we've come from a long way, and we're hoping to. Well, we're trying to track down someone who might have a object of arcane power that threatens the very world we come from.
You seek the Hessian.
Yes. Actually, yes, I do. He has an arcane relic known as the Soul Vault.
He is known to me. I have seen him in the town. From afar, of course. I'm not permitted to wander too close to the city limits, but I felt a presence emerge. I felt it this night as well, twice. I believe he may be from another time, as you claim to be. He is a slight man, driven quite mad by his experience, I understand.
From what I've gathered from my studies, he is bouncing between time and plane, and it ends badly with him ending up in the underworld at the behest of Hades.
Foul specter indeed.
Our hope is to stop him before he travels too far.
Well, he is staying in the city with Lady Liberty.
With Lady Liberty?
She has
No.
been tending to his wounds and asking him questions. But with the looming battle, I fear the lady has not been able to focus as much of her attentions upon him as she wishes. And Lantern Jack sort of clutches his chest. It's around the time you also feel that presence closer than it has ever been, Mortis. You feel sort of this looming doom upon you.
Does Mortis also physically react?
Mortis, please roll a will save.
Sure.
You do flinch a little bit.
So if we're aware that both of our ghosts have just cringed, gentlemen, is there something you'd like to tell the rest of us while there's still time to do something about it? Put down the coat.
Something's coming. Something powerful, I think.
Could this be what we're here to prevent?
That's my hope.
Can you lead us to it by these sensations you're having?
Lantern Jack says we will not have to lead you to it. It will be here soon.
Want to stop it?
So
we want,
looking... Oh, sorry,
do we
go
want to try to confront it, or do we want to try to get the location of the Hessin?
Lantern Jack will say, go to the Hessian. I will hold her off as long as I can.
Her?
She comes.
Let's go.
She has come
I-
from many.
Who comes?
The Red Woman.
Oh,
He kind of looks at you.
crap. With that, can I, out of character, I know the answer already, but with that, can I confirm in my gut that he's referring to a certain Hell Queen that should be in the Soul Vault? He's not there right now?
Please roll a expertise magic check.
$18?
You think it's possible it could be the Hell Queen, but you haven't known her to be a time traveler. And she wasn't active until the 60s.
Okay. Yes. To find Lady Liberty, I guess. Can you point us in the right direction, my good friend?
He sort of lifts the lantern aloft and points it towards the city, and you can see there's like a city hall with a large pointed steeple.
To Liberty Hall. Friends?
Lead on.
Let's go.
Yeah, we better go. I don't like the looks of this.
Yeah, with that, I give them give a tip of the hat to Lantern Jack and then head on out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Be quick, she will best me.
Gotta tell me twice.
And with that, you guys are free to depart into the city. And as you guys enter the city at night, it is relatively abandoned this time of night. There are a couple of people on the streets who appear to be stumbling drunkenly from taverns nearby.
Just didn't club like they do.
Frat boys are frat boys no matter what time period.
There are some Continental soldiers. Are you guys trying to sneak past them, or are you making yourselves known to these people?
There's no reason to sneak. We're not wearing red.
Hey.
Oh, I'm not going to attempt to sneak unless the others give me a hard
Yeah,
time.
I think looking sneaky in town will probably be more conspicuous. We should just walk with purpose, like we know where we're going.
Belladus starts walking like he belongs there.
But doesn't he?
Valdis, take a hero point.
Oh boy.
Are you gonna run into yourself?
Allow myself. Oh, you totally ruined it. Allow myself to introduce myself.
Valdis, as you approach the gate, the Continental soldiers upon the palisade look down and they say, "Oi, Dutchman! What are you doing outside the gate?"
Belladus looks like he's takes a stagger and I'm outside the gate.
Valdis is gold member? What is going on here?
How'd you get on the outside without letting us see you?
I don't know. I just got out of the tavern and walked, and I don't remember getting here.
Who are your friends? They Dutch too?
No,
That blonde one looks Dutch. And he kind of points down at Dr. Tomorrow.
no, American.
That's right. All American.
Suppose you want to be let in then?
Would be nice. I think I need to go home and get some sleep.
Alright, but prove it's you.
So they know him. Out of character.
Yeah, they know who he is.
Okay. He does one of these pat down and takes out the staff and activates the staff. And then deactivates and puts it away.
They kind of like nudge each other and like, I love when he does the green thing. It's cool. Very well. Let them pass. And the gates creak open. The mist is the first thing that comes through the gate before you guys.
That's not a good sign.
No.
And you guys are standing in Colonial Freedom City.
Off Liberty Hall, I guess.
With haste.
You guys start making your way. The few soldiers and drunkards who are on the street stop to give you guys kind of a funny look as you guys are going by. But you make your way to City Hall without incident. Everybody give me a perception check.
Please.
We're just got a 15.
23.
All right, Valdis and Dr. Tomorrow, you guys are the only ones who hear this. But you hear thunderous hoof falls on the wind from where you guys came.
Like behind us?
Yeah, but like back in the forest behind you.
Something's coming.
That's odd. Is the gate closing rather quickly?
The gate is closing rather quickly. But City
I'll
Hall
sort
is
of just
there before
quietly to the rest of the team as we're walking down the street. Did anyone else hear that? Thunderous hoofbeats?
Yeah.
Something wicked this way comes. Be on your guard.
And you guys make your way. What do you guys do? You guys have made your way to City Hall.
Is there anyone there to oppose our entry?
No.
All right, I guess we roll in and look for. Do I know what this era's Lady Liberty looks like?
You do.
Okay. So
me too.
I will.
Me too.
Valdis too.
All right, so we will begin sort of not making a disturbance, but sort of just moving through City Hall looking for Lady Liberty.
Awesome. And most of City Hall has been converted, it looks like, into a military hospital. There's a few cots around. There's a couple of nurses tending to people. There is a new 13-star flag on the wall. And at the far end of the chamber, you can see Lady Liberty coming out from behind a partition.
Okay.
And she looks like this.
I can see a whole bunch of ghosts of soldiers who didn't make it.
You see a whole bunch of ghosts of soldiers who didn't make it. Or who are in the process of not making it.
Okay.
If Validus waves her down, sure
Yeah.
she know who he is.
She says, Valdis, it's good to see you. I'm sorry it's under such inauspicious circumstances.
Indeed.
Have you come to assist in the battle tomorrow?
Oh, I'm not sure how long we're going to be here, but we are here on a very important mission.
I see. What seems to be the trouble? She kind of looks at all of you. She says, hi, I'm Lady Liberty.
Your reputation precedes you, lady.
My lady. We're looking for someone that we've been told is in your care. A German.
He claims that someone is chasing him.
Yes.
Are you the people who mean him harm?
No.
We have people trying to stop harm from following him and the rest of us.
Well, I hope you have some way of deciphering his madness. He's spoken mostly in riddles.
Can we see him?
Yes, please, right this way. And she'll lead you back behind the partition. And as you guys are approaching, you can hear very clearly a man saying, "The balance of death and undeath hangs upon the edge of a knife. When the Tinkerer's refuge is twice betrayed, when the gods have returned to Olympus and the lands are plagued with strife, when the scarab has awoken and the giant has the father's price paid, 5 will be assembled, bringing the master to life." Over and over and over again, he's saying this. After the third repetition of it, you hear him say, "My lord, accept this sacrifice of wealth in exchange for an audience, that I may seek your wisdom eternal."
Stop!
When you say that, Mortis, he stops. And you guys come into the room, and you see this tiny little man sitting on a cot, sort of rocking back and forth, and he has a parchment in front of him, and he's scribbling furiously on it. What do you guys do?
To look over his shoulder and see if I could understand what he's writing.
Looks like he's writing in German.
Hey,
Jawohl.
I better take a peek.
And Dr. Tomorrow, it looks like he's writing exactly what he was saying on this parchment.
So this scribe is writing down the Hessian's ramblings in German. I'll say, do a little narration for the team that doesn't read German. And who are you, good sir, that you find yourself writing down this man's ravings.
I'm the only person in this whole division that speaks German. He looks at you like he's annoyed.
Was the Hessian raving in German?
Yes, he was. And when the Hessian looks up and sees Mortis, he gets an immediate look of just awe on his face. And he says, You are the youth, touched by his hand, and led into the shadows.
Yeah, something like that. Do you have it with you?
Do I have what with me?
The vault.
He looks kind of nervous, just back and forth, looking askance at all of you.
Bella just moves to the window and just looks at the window, kind of on guard.
He says, I don't know if I have it with me this time.
How many times have you been to so far?
13. You have visited me 13 times. He has come. He will take you.
We're trying to stop that from happening. I'd rather not be taken.
No, you can't stop it.
They stopped him last time he tried.
That was different. He was trying to come here. Now he's trying to bring here, there. And then, and when, and how, and what. And he starts scribbling again. And he draws a hexagon on the parchment. And he holds it up. He looks at you, Mortis, and he kind of looks over it again. He says, No. Where's the other one? Where's Kinesis? Where's the energy? What have you done with him? Why are you not with him?
With who?
Him. And he begins to become increasingly upset. The other one, the energy, the spawn of death.
Perhaps he's referring to a colleague of yours, Mortis.
Please tell me he is with the other one. Please tell me he's with his daughter. And he kind of points over at Valdis at the window.
I don't have a daughter.
Spoilers.
Surprise! Surprise! Surprise!
With that, I'm going to try to reach into the vault and see if he's there.
In the vault?
A connection to the vault. I'm going to try to reach in to see if Nick is there.
He is not. He feels like he has been moved entirely beyond your grasp, actually. The vault feels empty. Do you make a face?
Oh, yeah. Where's he at? What happened to him? What's going on?
He's with Hades now. You will be soon. Fire, water, earth, air, and spirit. All of you will be in the underworld. The ritual, it's coming. It's coming. But this was supposed to be the time. The 13 is the number that you were supposed.
I turn to Colosso. They're gone. They're gone. All of them are gone.
What does that mean?
The vault is empty.
Vault.
Where are they?
I have no idea. I don't know if me time traveling did something. I don't know, but they're all gone, including Nick.
And Hartleben kind of he kind of pulls himself out of his laughing fit. He says, "Wait, maybe that's the trick. Maybe giving him what he wants. Maybe he's vulnerable. Maybe." And he starts scrambling and starts adding. He adds another hexagon to the hexagon he drew on the parchment. He starts writing out this formula, this mathematic formula. And you see that the two hexagons are joined by one point. And that central point, he circles it, and he flips the paper in half right there. He says, yes, his divinity won't last while he's in the box. That's when we can kill him. And he kind of points at you, Mortis. He says, "You have to go to the ritual. You have to be there."
I can't. If I'm there, he gets loose. Hell goes to Earth. Earth goes to hell. Straight, literally.
But he'll be weak. And if you can kill him, it'll undo everything, and then all of the ghosts will be alive, and all the living people will be free, and then I can stop this journey.
So it has to get worse before it gets better, then.
The wet one is right, and he kind of points over at Hydrant.
Kill a god? Are you kidding me?
He'll be vulnerable. He'll be exposed. He'll have to let it. He'll have to give so much of his power to move the planes that it'll be possible. You can do it.
I don't like this one bit.
I just don't like it any bit.
I don't know that we have the option of a risk-free plan at this point.
It's at this time you guys hear bells ringing in town. And Lady Liberty kind of looks back. She says, "Well, that's odd. The lobster bag shouldn't be coming yet."
Hmm?
The red
The
coats.
red coats. The red coats shouldn't be here yet.
Perhaps it's a red woman instead.
What? She kind of looks back and says, "What did you say?"
I said perhaps it's a red woman instead. We were warned she would be coming. We must protect the Hessian from her.
Somebody told you the red woman was coming and you didn't tell me that?
We didn't think it was pertinent information at the time.
Everybody take a hero point.
That's a bad sign.
The doors of City Hall fly open,
There they are.
and a large, ghostly horse thunders into the room. and on its back is a woman wearing a black breastplate with a gold rose on the chest, a long red cape carrying a cavalry saber with no head. Her head appears to be dangling from her saddlebags. She looks a little bit like this.
Doinks, yo.
And there is a ghostly wail from inside her helmet, and you hear, "I have come for him. Step aside and you will be spared."
Into the vault you go.
Everybody roll for initiative.
All right.
Guess I'll have to throw out a token for her so I can make an initiative tracker for her.
Do we have tokens out?
You do not. This is going to be a theater of the mind combat.
Oh.
Alrighty then. Well, theater will remind me at 22 for initiative.
And 14. Really just a little initiative boost right there, but you know.
Lady Liberty will say, "Don't look in her eyes."
How else am I supposed to rip her from this
But-
mortal plane into her eyes?
Looking into a lady's eyes is my best move.
Oh, now is really not the time.
And with that, Mortis makes the time to give Philosopher side eye.
Well deserved at this point.
Dr. Tomorrow, did you get a 22? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lady Liberty got a 10 because she was not ready for this. Nobody told her there was a bad guy coming.
Oh, hey, psst, there's a bad guy coming.
Thanks for that. Yeah. You guys are great.
Actually, we are pretty great, but that's another point.
That's right, Phoenix. Next season will feature Vixen in a new cast.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't want to die yet.
I just got here. Oh, what page is she on in the book? 15.
Tyrant's had a...
Next season, we need a spin-off show with Captain Tomorrow and Vixen and Phoenix on a redemption arc, and who else? Gold Rush. Yeah, all.
Welcome to the Legends.
Hydrant's had a very weird first 90 days of employment.
That's putting it mildly.
First weird week of employment.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been here for 90 days. All right, Dr. Tomorrow, you are on first.
Well, I don't know how effective this is going to be, but I will try. Now, she's waving her head around. That's not attached, right?
It's actually on her saddlebag. She's not waving it around yet.
Okay, but not looking in her eyes is not too tricky right now. So I will try to blast the headless corpse with the redwood lady with my blaster in the hopes that, I don't know, it's a ray gun.
Oh, sorry.
It's a ray gun.
I don't know if that will have any effect, but that's 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
DC 20 toughness.
Hold on.
She's got a bit of an upgrade from Buddy.
Oh, I don't think that upgrade was necessary.
So you fire off your pea shooter, it slams into Catherine's breastplate, and it dissipates across magic metal.
Curses.
Mortis,
Really?
you got a 21, I think.
What?
Yeah, 21.
No, I got like.
Oh.
Mortis got a 14.
My bad. I took away Valdis's 21.
Ah,
Valdis, your turn.
okay, I'm going to move in and see if I can use pressure points on her.
Right.
And that's a fortitude save DC 17.
Please take a hero point.
Oh crap.
She is immune to fortitude effects.
Ah.
So you come in to try to use some pressure points, and as you're smacking with the staff and smacking with your hands, you feel something underneath the breastplate sort of wriggle, like it's moving against the staff, like a number of like hands or fingers or something.
Mhm.
But no damage seems to take place.
Okay.
And she will go ahead and use her first action to lift her head and force everybody in the perception area to roll a fortitude save.
Fortitude.
Oh,
Since
boy.
Dr. Tomorrow and Valdis were before her turn in initiative, you guys will get a +2 bonus for having your eyes closed.
Okay. So what do I roll for that exactly?
Your fortitude is a +10.
Yeah, okay. Ugh, yuck.
Mortis is going to spend a hero point.
Yeah, so my
I don't trust that 13 I rolled.
Oh, I should roll for Lady Liberty too.
that's better.
All right, that's not bad. All right, Hydrant, you are the only person caught unawares, and you are visually impaired,
Oh boy.
which means you get a -2 to all rolls that involve seeing.
Great. All right, I'll take it.
I would like everybody to take another hero point
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
as she launches herself from the saddle, and she's going to come down and try and stab Lady Liberty and Dr.
Weird's happening
Tomorrow.
with my hero points. I don't know if anybody that's got GM powers can see that there. If they just kind of freeze up when I try to drop them.
And she'll use...
No doubt due to my temporal being out of phase and things.
Yeah, probably.
You spent them, but you haven't earned them yet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
paradox.
16's probably not going to hit Lady Liberty or Dr. Tomorrow, is it?
I hope
No.
not.
Cool. So she lands with a flourish and a shriek, head in one hand, sword in the other hand.
That's rude.
And the horse will use its turn to rush over, and it's going to kick Mortis. And get a 20 to hit your parry.
20?
Yep.
Miss.
All right, so the horse comes over to kick you, and you are able to avoid its attack.
Barely.
Barely. Hydrate.
All right, so I should ask about this affliction. If is it like a blind, or is this have really a lot of trouble seeing? Like it was like a flash, or like what sort of effect would it have been?
So a magical darkness has descended upon your vision, and you can sort of see just in the corner of your eyes these grasping hands that are pulling on your cornea.
Oh. And
Looks like they're trying to reach in the middle of your eye and then seal it shut.
That's not gross at all.
So,
I ate my Cthulhu's this morning.
so I just like kind of, and it's like, guys, I'm blind. And I suppose he'll attempt to, would say, like, even if he's afflicted, would closing his eyes help now or not really?
It could help prevent it from getting worse.
Okay.
And you won't suffer that penalty in the future because you had a turn at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I'll like. Yeah, so he'll kind of close his eyes and he'll try to move kind of like away, but because he's blind, he's not really sure like where he is going. And because of that, he won't risk making any attacks or anything because he doesn't want to hit anybody he knows. So.
Cool. Are you going to try to shake it off? You can roll a fortitude save to try to shake it off.
Yeah, I can do that. 21.
You are able to shake it off.
Okay.
So the little grasping hands, as you sort of shake your head, they sort of recede back into your eyelid. You're not sure where they went.
Okay. And then he'll kind of just try to like look at anything else.
Okay. All right, Mortis, Master of the Dark Arts.
Something like that. With that, yeah, I've had it with her. I'm just gonna go up and
There's other chips in the cabinet if you don't want the lime ones.
blast away.
All right, blast away. Ooh, 27 will hit.
I've had enough of you.
Catherine rolls a toughness save.
4.
Ooh, she gets a bruise and a daze. What happens, Mortis?
Mortis is basically slowly stepping forward, like doing the slow walk forward, blast, and blasting her back. And I want to spend a hero point and surge.
That's a good plan. As you're blasting her and she's backing up, you do see that the body isn't doing anything, but the face is flinching. It's making horrible, like, pained expressions.
Sweet. I'm gonna keep it up.
I believe the common expression is harder, Daddy.
Ah, man.
Unfortunately, a 13 is not enough to hit. All right. So that's Mortis. Colosso.
I'm gonna do something crazy.
Uh-oh.
I would like to use Massive Knockback to disarm her head from her hands.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that works.
So give me a hero point.
Okay.
Well,
What's one of the powers?
basically-
I don't know if it.
Yeah, but you're using it to do something that it doesn't ordinarily do. So basically, what's the rank on Massive Knockback? Also, how big are you getting?
Well, how tall is this room?
It goes up about 20 feet.
12 feet.
Okay.
The rank in that. Where's that? All right, it's I've got plus 12 DC 13 is what it's on my notes. I can't find it on Hero Lab.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a
Oh, there
d20
it
plus
is.
12.
It's move object 3.
Okay, so go ahead and roll it to hit with the d20 plus 12.
Okay.
I think my cat sees ghosts just looking around.
So
Well,
14.
14's not quite enough to hit, but you can spend a point if you want to reroll.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, that is enough to hit. So now we'll make an opposed check. You'll roll a d20 plus 3 versus her strength.
3.
Yep. All right. Well, we both rolled pretty low, but you rolled better than me. So yeah, the head goes flying out of her hand.
The window.
Out the window? Okay.
Yes.
So her head shrieks as it leaves her hand, and it crashes through the window. And you hear it
Nice.
screaming a stream of obscenities in German outside.
No sprechen Sie Deutsch.
I'll turn around and just.
This is worse than that time you threw that baby head.
Baby head.
That was classic. That wasn't even my idea.
You're gonna get typecast as the head guy.
Head to go.
Lady Liberty, she will draw her sword, and she is going to sword fight with Catherine. Ooh, she gets a critical hit. Oh, but Catherine is immune to critical hits.
That's rude.
She still gets a bruise, but you guys notice that Lady Liberty is not messing around with this spirit. She seems to have some experience with it, and she does a real solid strike right where the heart would be, through the breastplate. Catherine kind of pulls it forward, and as you see the blade come out the back of the breastplate, you see there's this slick, whitish greenish grease on the blade. Say that 3 times fast.
Why is green fish? Why is green?
And Catherine's body kind of shudders, almost like it's laughing, but no noise is coming out. Dr. Tomorrow.
I don't know if one of you folks with GM powers can grab one of my now immovable hero points, but I'm going to spend one to stunt my blaster. I'm going to make a quick adjustment to my blaster to switch it to a weaken with the limit of undead only, still at range, and then I will try to blast good old Catherine.
Which ability are you trying to weaken?
Oh. That's an important question, yes. I will try to weaken her toughness.
Okay.
With the will effect. So I will roll to hit. Ooh, doggy.
That will hit.
So that's a will save DC 20.
Very good.
I imagine Dial is done for that.
That's right.
What does that dial say? Does it say bustin' time?
And it says in parentheses, don't cross the streams.
So you zap her with that ray gun from the far-flung future, but also the far-flung past, and it just doesn't seem to have any negative effect on her.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll keep trying.
Valdis.
I'm going to use the staff and attack, or try to attack where Lady Liberty attacked. DC 22.
That will hit. You got a DC 22. She's got 2 bruises. Ooh, she takes another bruise. What happens, Valdis?
I mirror what Lady Liberty is doing and thrust the staff out and hit her right in the middle of the chest.
And you too, as the staff punctures through the breastplate, you feel like there's hands in there that are holding on to the staff that make it a little hard to pull it back out, but you're able to get it out after a little bit of a ugh. And you even feel the staff sort of rotate in your hands as the hands inside her are trying to hold on to it. All right, after Valdis is Catherine. Everybody give me a perception check.
I see nothing. Still recovering from that blind. A little bit.
Her head better not be rolling back into the building. All Evil Dead style.
Rolling's a strong word.
Crawling with wolves.
Ugh. You made it worse.
So everybody who got over a 15, you guys hear the sound of like flesh ripping outside,
Oh.
and her head kind of scuttles up the wall with spider legs that have grown out of its.
Well, how did I know I was gonna do that?
Oh my god.
I was gonna say that.
Nightmare fuel.
What's the thing?
That's messed up.
And it's laughing at you guys, and it focuses its gaze on Hartleben. And the body is going to draw a tomahawk to go with the sword, and it is going to try and wail on Lady Liberty and Valdis. A 19 to hit doesn't hit either of you guys. No, take a hero point, Valdis. She's gonna reroll. And get a 25 this time, so she hits you and Lady Liberty. Ooh, Lady Liberty takes a stagger.
Ooh.
Oh, I have to roll that, don't I?
You sure do.
I can't remember what I rolled for that. Is it
I think it's
plus
plus
10?
4.
Plus 4.
Hey.
Nice. You take a bruise, but you are all right. You were much more all right than I thought you were going to be. So she's kind of, you know, sword fighting with both of you guys. She gets a decent like graze on your shoulder, but she wedges her tomahawk into Lady Liberty's chest. And she does not get a move action because she was dazed that round. So the daze goes away. Horse is going to try and bite Mortis at this point. And get a big old 10. Alright, Hydrant.
Bad comment.
Alright, so let's see. I'm assuming this is all pretty close quarters still.
Yes, yep. And the people who were able to flee from the stretchers have fled. The nurses dragged a couple of people out who were, you know, strapped down or were, you know, more than walking wounded. But there are a couple of people still trying to escape the scene.
Yes. Let me just check something. All right. Well, I am going to I'm going to aim a water blast at Catherine's detached head while trying to look away, but I'm also wanting to all-out attack it.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to have you roll, I want you to roll a fortitude save, because she's going to use a reaction on your turn,
Okay.
since you looked that way. You tried to look away, but you still had to sort of aim that way, so I will give you a +2 bonus to the save.
Okay, so fortitude 16 to 18.
You're visually impaired again.
Can I re-roll that?
You can with a hero
Awesome.
point if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll re-roll that then. Oh, I don't know if I can get rid of it because it's. Oh no, I got it. I got rid of it. Okay, I'll try that again. That was worse.
It becomes a 21. Wait, yeah, it becomes a 21 because you rolled under 10.
Okay.
You are able to resist the blinding effect.
Okay. So that out of the way, I can proceed with my all-out then.
You sure can.
All right. So that works again. I add 5 to power, but -5 to accuracy.
That's a power attack, but yes.
Oh, okay. Something like that.
Yep, all-out attack lets you trade dodge and parry for accuracy.
Oh, dodge and parry. Okay. But
Power
something.
attack is accuracy for damage.
Okay. No, I did all out, not power. But anyway,
It's okay if you want to do the other one.
Okay.
I won't hold it
Okay.
against you.
This time. All right. Water loss to distance. 30.
Ooh, Nice. Yeah, you definitely hit the head. I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Okay. Good news first.
You managed to destroy the head.
Okay.
The bad news is that as the water is washing over it, it kind of pulls apart, and the flesh sort of turns into these small insects and starts to peel and disintegrate, and it sort of just smears down the windowsill of the church, of the city hall wall. And a couple of the bugs sort of flow away.
Oh.
And the body, you can't, it doesn't have a face, but you do see like the, you know, like when it's like boom in an anime, like the alert noise. I don't know where that noise comes from, but it's like a,
Yeah.
I wish I had a sound bite. It kind of looks over at you, and it appears to be agitated with you.
Okay, so I got aggro. I get the biggest aggro he's ever had in his career.
Mortis.
Very short career.
And you just said the head just got dissolved, right?
It sure did.
No. I have had it with her. I'm going to break out the big guns. This is probably going to be a horrible, horrible idea. But you know what I'm planning on doing.
I'm excited to see what happens.
With that, she's engaged with two other combatants. Therefore, I can come up, get to her. I'm going to attempt to grab her and then move her into the soul vault unwillingly.
All right, please. Let me look at your character sheet real quick.
Exactly.
Oh, characters. Where's Mortis? Mortis. Character sheet. Let's see here.
That is a movement attack against others. Dodge based. I have to do grab.
All right. What's the DC on it?
It says 11?
It's grab based.
Yeah. Seems low though, but
That does seem low. I think it's rank 11 because all your like your ghostly chains power is rank 11. That's what I was looking at.
okay.
So it's a saving throw for dodge. Please give me an attack check.
So grab.
Yes, please. Unless your ghostly chains is higher, then you can roll that. 17 will hit her in her current state. Since her head's not there to provide guidance.
Woohoo!
On your left, you stupid body.
Your other left.
My left. All right. We'll make the DC for this.
Indirect assist. We'll
We'll make the DC for this 26. Oh no! All right, Mortis. You pull her into the soul vault. What happens?
Yay! With that, Mortis is just freaking out, and he just lunges for her, and he's like, "Where the hell is Nick?" And had enough of you and Hades. And just unleashes, and the vault opens up, and energy pours out of him, kind of out of the mask and the cloak and stuff. Or actually, I guess in this case, the tricorder hat and the collar and stuff, long coat. And she basically gets pulled into a ghost trap.
Melvin is staring in disbelief and horror.
The horse goes in too. And it's at this point, Mortis, I would like for you to take a hero point that I want you to keep until next session. You hear very briefly, as you're riding sort of this high of defeating the ghost, Hartleben yell, 9. And when you look to see him, Hartleben kind of starts to shake and vibrate, and a red gate opens around him, and he is sucked back into the time stream, continuing his journey, his seemingly never-ending journey. But Mortis, as he does that and he disappears, you do see there are these white hands that emerge from the soul vault, and they start dragging themselves out of the vault, and this spectral form of Hades emerges from the vault and grabs you by your face, and he sort of shoves you into the vault, and both of you go into the box, leaving a hexagonal shaped soul vault on the ground at City Hall with no Mortis. And it's at that point, Dr. Tomorrow, your link to the time ship begins to blink, and you can hear, as your AI is speaking to you, that there has been a seismic shift in Freedom City in 2019. All heroes have been called.
We've got to go.
The end is nigh. And that is where we'll end this week's session.
Dun, dun, dun.
Audience, with that all being said, I would like, it's time for some PSA ideas. And thank you, Cosperella, for joining the Geek Nation.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah. Well,
Screw the pooch.
Yeah,
did
Rob,
not see that coming.
Rob, I saw your cat freaking out in the background there as well.
Oh yeah. There was like another battle going on behind us
Yeah.
between the cat and the dog.
I think I heard the Kirk versus Spock fight music.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
He
Dude,
gets
Kirk
his what do you call it when dogs get really energetic late at night?
Zoomies.
Yes. And starts running around, and then she'll start trying to pounce him, and she'll sit on him. It's really funny.
No, it can't be Lantern Jack, then I have to give a PSA.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love Lantern Jack. He is one of my favorite NPCs.
I have so much fun playing Lantern Jack, too. He is I don't know, I get him. I feel him. He lives somewhere in here.
He's
Oh,
pretty fun.
thanks, Sweet Jack Hall. He said, "Great session, awesome guys."
Thank you so much.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Sweet Jack,
While we're here.
I hope you will return for the season finale in 2 weeks.
Or you could even come next week before the
Right.
season finale.
Well, I won't be here next week, so that's...
Wait,
What?
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 Yeah, it'll be Tech Week for the play I'm in next week, so I
Ah.
will not be here.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to you guys getting together for a one-shot if you want, or if you guys just want to get together and chat for the audience, but everybody seems to be pretty preoccupied at this point, so I'm not sure what you
Yeah,
guys...
it'd be hard to do a one shot.
Overdrive stuck in the ritual, Mortis is stuck in the ritual,
Really?
Guardian's trapped in hell, about to get his butt beat by Centurion,
And Eldritch.
and Eldritch.
Could just be with messing with time in the past.
Oh,
Deleted
deleted
scenes
scenes
even.
even.
And a big thank you to Steve Kenson for telling me how time travel works in the Freedom City universe today,
Thanks, Steve.
Yes.
and for creating Mutants and Masterminds and giving us all this great, all
Buns.
this great joy.
Bye, Bonds.
Take your tea back, you jackanapes!
The war is bad. I don't know.
Friends don't let friends cross the time streams. Thanks, Barry.
Damn it, Barry. What have you done this time?
I can't even think of anything myself.
Me too. I'm short of ideas right now. I kind of want to hear Alex give one.
Oh.
Jack.
Yeah.
I kind of do.
Gauntlet
He
is
always
in
gets
front
left out. He always
This
gets
is
left
this
out.
is true.
I don't get left out. I've been on the spot all night.
of
I've literally been on the spot all night. You guys should see my adventure notes for this session.
I don't know, Chad. Should he do it or not? What do you think?
What do you think they're gonna say?
You're at the mercy of the masses now. Wah, wah, wah. You're lucky godless lawyer's not in the room.
And
What say you, Caesar?
though you have to admit, you had a pretty good idea which time I was gonna choose.
I was hoping you'd go that way, but I had a really cool dinosaur situation set up too.
I was
It would-
kind of hoping for that one a little bit.
It would not have been as cool as this session.
A giant Colosso fighting a giant T-Rex.
Yes.
Hades worshipping dinosaurs. I'm just saying, Hades worshipping dinosaurs. I'm down for that.
I also must say that that was the perfect gift to post after he defeated the Cyclops.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, I guess I'll do it if I have to.
Awesome.
Only because the masses have spoken. What is it?
Do it, do it, do
Importance of a positive attitude. I don't even have that.
You let me know when you're ready for me to cue you in.
All right, I'm ready.
And now, a public service announcement from Heroes Incorporated in the past.
So the mists begin to swell and rise around the cemetery in Lantern Hill very late at night, and there are a couple of kids who are leaning up against the headstones trying to study, and they just don't think they have it in them to finish this test. So the lantern appears, shining its green light across the tombstones. And at first the two kids start to panic and try to flee and run away, but the comforting, terrifying visage of Lantern Jack appears before them. He says, "Children, young masters, I know the appeal of giving in to despair. I know that there is solace in giving up. But there are so many things you can accomplish that you do not yet know if you simply maintain a positive attitude." And he looks down at them, thinking this has granted these young people comfort, and disappears into the mist, off to help somebody else with his optimism.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Guard for life.
Oh, there we go. We did it.
And all of a sudden, Mortis is no longer the scariest person in the game.
Now you know why I like hanging out with Lantern Jack. He makes me look cheery.
I miss Tony. I want to go hang out with Tony again. So thank you everybody who tuned in tonight. I hope you had as much fun as we did. I look forward to seeing all of you in a couple of weeks for the grand finale to Season 1 of Heroes Incorporated. All of our poor heroes lost in the drift in the time stream or in the underworld. Hopefully they'll be able to reunite and stop Hades once and for all, but maybe they won't. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens. We'll be here, or I'll be here in 2 weeks, but hopefully we'll have something for you guys to watch here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.
And
Good night.
check out, I'll be on Wisdom Check on TT2KB, that's Tabletop the Keyboard, in about an hour and 10 minutes.
Ooh, late night for you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And stick around for raid. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Right.
Good night, everyone.
Raid.